Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler V, Series V's I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that, Tom, I'm doing this, folks. I'm not going to lie. I've been mowing the lawn all day, so boy, oh boy, am I sore and tired. But we're going to move past that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm actually in my back room, which means we get the Peter Can Thunderbolt poster. Ooh, Peter Can Thunderbolt poster. On top of that, folks, I'm doing something else. What is it? I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, where I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for today, folks? Well, it happens to be my boom. There's a little thing there. The hell is that? Oh, it's just a little bit of a thing. Whatever. It's my The Waterfall King shirt, one of a couple that I have. What the fuck is The Waterfall King? Waterfall King is a local band out of Illinois that I have been associated with for a few years now. I specifically the lead singer slash guitarist is a guy who I consider a friend. He'd previously been the lead singer slash guitarist in another band called Phantoms and Pestilence. That's where I first kind of became associated with him. And super good dude. Eventually went over there, started up this band, the Waterfall King. Very sludgy, kind of doom metal, very long, very awesome songs. I'm not even like a big kind of sludge doom metal guy, but with their stuff, I'm willing to go with it. Like, they're just fucking awesome. And, it just helps that they're really nice people on top of it. The drummer, Nolan, and then the bassist, Mel, all very cool people. Can't say enough good things about them. I like them so much, I've actually got some video of sets that they performed. Maybe you want to go over there and check those out. If that's the case, they are on the channel as well. If nothing else, I'd be happy to point you in their direction. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, like I said, I just got through, a couple hours ago, I got through going over there and mowing my lawn, and partially got through mowing my lawn. My mower decided I was done because I hit something and it was done. So now I got to work that out. But I am very sore and I just wanted to come in and grab something quick to eat. And luckily for me, I have an entire drawer full of boom! It's instant noodle stuff. This specifically is, I guess, from a company called Maggi, Maggi. This is Chili Chow Cuppa Noodles. Slurpy, saucy taste. For all intents and purposes, I got this at a little Indian supermarket, so I guess it's kind of their version of the Maruchan and the cup noodles and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I can get down with that. A little interesting that it's a plastic cup, whereas typically, they use the foam cups or even the cardboard ones. But I followed the instructions, put some boiling water in there, let it sit for a little bit, stirred it all up, all that good stuff. So we're gonna give it a go. Let's see if we can we get a thing for the thing so that it looks nice and pretty. I think we can. Ha 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 ha. Let's go ahead. Let's give it a go. That's not bad. Yeah. I mean, I know it's got a little thing on there with little pictures of garlic and chili. You definitely do get the garlic, even just in the noodles. Okay. Not a lot of chili though. I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, they're not bad. Um, they're not quite as impressive as I was hoping. Because this is my first experience with sort of Indian style, I guess. That again, if that's what you want to consider it. Um, instant noodles. It's definitely a different flavor profile than you would get again with the Maruchan or the cup noodles. But considering how really punchy Indian food is, I was expecting a little bit more oomph. For one thing, I would have expected more heat, but there's a little tingle to it, but really, I wouldn't consider it to be like a spicy broth. But let me try to just get some of the broth by itself. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit when you just get the broth, kind of goes to the back of your throat. But yeah, not a lot of heat to speak of. I mean, it's tasty though. Like I would honestly go as far as to say is I think it's probably got more flavor going on than like the average, again, sort of cup noodle or Maruchan equivalent. Again, that's kind of the average. Like I'm not saying because they're like they do have like the special ones that they do periodically. Yeah, it's very okay. Um, the noodle consistency is nice. You know, I mean, yeah, I mean I think this is just one of those things where maybe my expectations were a little bit higher than they should have been. Uh, so I'm a little bit disappointed, but like otherwise, like they're actually pretty good. I do like the flavor profile that they have going on. And again, it does taste different than any other cup of noodles I've had before. So, yeah, I mean, credit where it's due. I don't think they're anything exceptional, but they have some personality to them, and like there's nothing about them that's bad. Overall they're good. They're good. They're interesting to a certain extent, but they don't have a lot of depth. You know, they're good but not great. I guess is what I'm getting at. Two questions have to be asked though. Would I get them again? Would I recommend them? Maybe and kinda. I think for me, like I said, I got these from a little Mexican supermarket. I'll be honest, I couldn't even tell you exactly which one it was at this point. So I'd have to try to find them again if I really wanted to. Thing is, I wouldn't go out of my way to search for them again, but if I ran into them again, I'd maybe grab a couple of them. When it comes to like the instant noodle stuff, which by the way, because this is like an instant noodle thing, this is going to end up on my playlist called Ramen Reviews, which is just a playlist for like instant noodle type stuff. But yeah, so like the thing is, I think for me personally, you know, I I default to a lot of this instant stuff kind of things because I'm a very, like I work 8.5 hours. I'm stomping around on concrete a lot of the time. When I'm done with my day, man, I don't want to spend a lot of time cooking and doing bullshit. I'm simple like that. So these are like really easy ways for me to just kind of get by, do what I need to do. Uh, so I like to have something of a variety. So I could see having maybe a couple of these around because I do, even though maybe didn't match the expectations I had for them, I like, the overall of what they are. They're pretty tasty. They're just, again, they're nothing. I was kind of hoping to come into this and have like a new favorite to add into my list. Not the case. And then that's kind of where it comes into play as, if I'm going to recommend them to somebody else. I mean, they're interesting, not crazy interesting, but they're, kind of interesting. And I think maybe if you're just over there, maybe if you are a little bit maybe tired of again the cup of noodle, the Maruchan, the more basic stuff, these are an option if you happen to run into it. I think they're very much in that same kind of vein. They're not like a premium cup of ramen or anything like that, but they've got some interesting flavors going on. I don't think there's anything crazy or would be hard for people, in the United States to, kind of adapt to. Because, yeah, they're just tasty noodles that got, kind of a little bit of a saucy flavor and then just, a little kind of hint of garlic with a little bit of a chili. But again, it's not even that spicy. So, yeah, they're good. They're inoffensive. Nice to mix it up a little bit. But, again, nothing outstanding. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there and have yourselves a truly Indian food-tastic rest of your life. Because Indian food is fantastic. I wish I had more Indian food places around me so that I could do reviews of Indian food more regularly. I would love to tag those in more. It's just one of those things where it's like, I'm not saying there aren't some places around, but they're a little bit more upscale and it'd be a little hard to, but I'll get them in there. Final 2 things. Number 1, Try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do all the time. I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you're gonna do, folks. You're gonna try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important that we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, the thing that I want you to do is if you're going to go over there and mow your lawn, try to make sure you keep an eye on any potential obstructions in front of you so you don't end up in the situation like I did earlier where, yeah, I may have very well killed my lawnmower and I might have to go over there and cannibalize two other even shittier older lawnmowers to try to make one halfway working one so that I can finish mowing my lawn tomorrow. Oh, fucking, I hate dealing with that. People who deal with their lawns on like a regular basis and they enjoy that thing, I give you all the credit in the world. I hate doing it. I only do it because if I don't, the city will yell at me. Anyway, bye.